Hi, I'm Tanya Guidry, and welcome to Louisiana Art Beat, a series that shines light on the incredible artists and creative culture right here in Louisiana. This series is made possible through Explore Louisiana and produced by Chillary Films. We are proud to showcase the Terrebonne Fine Arts Gallery, a true cultural destination where local talent comes to life. Welcome everyone to the Terrebonne Fine Arts Guild. We are here with David Ledet. Welcome, David.
Hey, how you doing?
Nice to see you today. We want to first talk about what brought you here, but from the beginning, like what was your journey as an artist like? Where did it start?
Right. I would have to say that it started in New Orleans. As a kid, we lived across the river from the city in Algiers, and I used to take boat rides, the ferry.
Oh, wow.
You know?
I actually rode that ferry quite a bit when I was younger. We lived in St. Bernard Parish, and I went to that round school called Sebastian Roy.
Right.
Yeah. So I rode that ferry quite a bit when I was little.
Yeah. We had lived shortly there, and we'd ride the boat, and I can remember family would go out there, and I seen artists being there. I didn't know it was Jackson Square at the time, and I was young, but I would watch artists there and make marks on a canvas, and I was blown away, you know, at what changed to what, you know, and I knew from then on, I was like, I want to be an artist, you know, I wanted to be an artist. So from there, I can remember going home, and we had a big old Beatles poster on the wall upstairs, and I was taking marks a lot to this Beatles poster and off the wall, you know, and just going with it. You know, it was a rent house. We were renting it. And I was doing property damage back then. But yeah, from there, you know, as I guess growing, and I came back to the bayou here. I can remember around elementary school, you know, and I was always doing research. I was, you know, thinking about it. I was in the libraries doing research. I was drawing a lot.
Research on?
Just artists, how to draw. Just going,
artists.
It was pencil art, yeah.
Who stuck out to you, like any particular artists?
No, they didn't have nothing back then. It was more or less how-to books.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
I didn't know, I don't remember any names, but it's mostly pencil
drawings. Well, it served
drawings.
you well.
Yeah, it did, because it did. And I can remember being in there, and I had this little girl that used to sit in the front of me in elementary school, and she had all these ribbons on a trapper keeper. And it was from drawing contests every so often in the classroom. Well, I made sure that was the last of her ribbon collection.
You were on it, right?
I was competitive as a kid, I guess, in that field.
And so when did you move to the Houma area?
Well, I would get from elementary when we came back. Yeah, I've been on the bayou the whole time. And, I mean, we worked on the bayou and growing up. Came back. I went through different phases from pencil drawings to, now I moved on to airbrushing, you know.
Oh, wow.
Because I did try oil painting one time, and I thought, you know, back then all you seen on TV was Bob Ross. So
almost everyone did oil painting back in the day,
Yeah. And I tried oil painting very shortly, and I was like, man, this stuff's for the birds. I was not into it.
It wasn't your thing.
It wasn't my thing, and moved on to different mediums. Trying, and airbrush stuck out a lot back in the 90s.
Do you still do any airbrushing?
Very little.
Okay.
Very little. Actually, I still got all my equipment, but.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But I do very little.
What do you do now?
I like oil painting.
Oh, so you do oil painting? Okay, so it's not acrylic, it's oil?
Yes, just straight oil. I started it back in 2017. Actually, I grabbed all what I bought back in the early 2000s, and lo and behold, it was still kind of good. And, did a little bit of crunching with it, and I was making paintings. I said, well, I'm back into it.
So your art, if I had to describe it, the colors of your art, I mean, the the color stories that are there are absolutely
Yeah.
stunning, and you use a lot of texture.
Yeah.
I notice you have a lot of texture for oil paint,
Right.
even. I've seen people do that with acrylic paint, but not as much with oil. And how do you get that texture that you
I use a lot of paint.
use? Just use
Yeah,
a
I would
lot
use
of
a
paint.
lot of it is kind of like dry brush. Every now and then I'll use a medium, but not often. It's straight up
Okay,
paint
straight
out the
oil.
tube. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
barely thin anything down.
Wow.
I'll use turpentine or
Okay.
terpenoid, really,
Okay.
because it's supposed to be where you don't smell it. You know.
Right, right. They have the kind that's not no odor. Right.
Correct. So basically, it's paint. It's not. It's applied
Okay.
thickly. Loaded brush. The color. I find if you do value studies, you can mix any color you want in a
Absolutely.
particular thing and mix with it, and it just gives it a dance, a sing
Yes.
to it, gives you something to look at even in a dark area.
Yes. And you have a great use of light. The light in your paintings is phenomenal. Also, something I noticed, you create your surfaces. A lot of times you'll create the surfaces. How do you do that? Can you kind of walk us through what you have to do to create one of those wooden
Yeah, yeah.
base? It's not a
It's
canvas, it's
it's
a
yeah,
surface.
it's hardwood ply.
Okay.
I actually buy it from the local lumber
So when you
yard.
say hardwood, what do
It's
you
you
mean?
can use birch,
Birch.
maple. I mean, some of that stuff's hard to find here. I look for something that don't have knots in
Not
it.
pine.
Right.
Right.
Something with no knots,
Okay.
tighter grain. Lowe's sometimes sells a good variety of things. Then I'll come back over with I think it's called a GAC 100, probably made by Golden. In the old days, they would have called it rabbit skin.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and they'll use something like that. It's kind of like a glue, something to,
Like a gesso type
well,
thing?
not the
It's
gesso
not
yet.
gesso.
No, it's almost like doing the groundwork
Oh,
so that
wow.
nothing leaks. It's just another barrier.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
See, I didn't know that. I
yeah.
didn't know that.
So the new products today, like GAC, I call it GAC 100.
Okay.
It takes the place of rabbit skin that they would use back in the old days. Then I'll come back with gesso
Okay.
on top of that. And yeah, I don't really sand too much. I'll just spread it on. Then I'll get the final coat and I'll just roughen it a little bit.
Oh,
Leave a tooth
wow.
to it. You want something especially to grab your paint,
Right.
and I'll leave it
Right.
like that. And I guess it gives it the
Right.
impression it's feel.
What I like about it too, because I use wood surfaces as well, it doesn't give you the the grid lines you see in material of the canvas. I like something that's smoother, and I can get a smoother line
Okay.
on there, more realistic.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. So you make your own.
Yes, I do make
That's
some. Yep,
amazing.
I do, and
So
I still buy some, canvases here and there, panel canvases.
yes.
Something with the rougher edge to it. Like I said, it has to be toothy.
And in case anyone is interested, I believe if you go to Lowe's and you find a piece of, like if you're doing larger art, there's some that are pre-cut, and they will actually cut the plywood in the size that you want
Yeah.
it cut over there.
Yeah,
So you
I'm
don't have
sure
to do
they
that when
would.
you get
Right.
home. So you buy the plywood, you bring it to the register, you buy it, and then you bring it to the back and they'll cut it for you in whatever size you want it. So
Correct.
in case anyone wants to try that.
Right. I'll get your own saw.
So moving on, what would you say are your inspirations? Who was there a person or an event that may have inspired you?
Well, I thought I could tell you the truth. I thought I could paint looking at photographs, and then COVID came, changed a lot of things. I started looking at things on YouTube. Then I started finding out people that's locally. and one of the guys out of New Orleans that popped up was the Phil Sandusky, and I actually went hang out on the street with him, and they taught me a lot. And I knew, I was like, I'm in trouble. Like, I can't paint. It was a whole different learning
What did
curve.
he use? He used oil as well?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And it's a whole different learning curve in plein air, and being out there in the streets and you watching everything change on you. I mean, even if you started with cars or whatever,
Absolutely.
everything changes. The sun done move directions.
How do you
and it's-
battle that?
I tried to catch. I tried to do first what got me to stop.
Okay.
What intrigued me about this,
That's great advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
and hurry up and get you build in the big shapes to
Okay.
form it.
Do you take a photo of it? That way you can bring it home?
I try not to.
Okay.
I try to go
Oh, I
by
like
memory.
that.
I try not to because after that you start looking like photo.
Right,
Yeah,
right. Which defeats
Big
the
no-no.
whole point.
Right,
Right.
right. And I rather the imperfections in it because sometimes the
Right.
imperfections are more important
Oh, nice.
than the perfected work.
I like that. I know a lot of artists will tell you if recreating a photograph is not really good art. If you like the photograph enough, just take a picture of it and blow it up and put it on your wall like that. Art is something
Right.
that's a little different. We like to manipulate what we see.
Absolutely.
We interpret what we see.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you had to tell a new artist or even experienced artist anything that might help them, you have any advice that you would give a young artist coming up?
Man, I would say do what you love, and if you're gonna go paint, I'll say like plein air, you find the things that you paint that you love to do, because other than that, it will be a drag. Because when you love it, it does work. And if you are a plein air artist, learn to squint your eyes, catch only what you see. You're training yourself. It's a study. And don't be afraid. Load that brush, make a mess, and keep at it, and love what you do, and watch yourself grow with it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paint what you see, not what you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really the key right there. And I think artists, just in general, I think it's their ability to see and to notice light and color. And I think because
Yeah.
we notice those things, we're
Yeah.
able to put it on a canvas.
Right, and Louisiana, I mean, down here, you
Oh,
have an
I mean, we're
environment
so blessed.
with the humidity. I mean, it's perfect for
Yes.
doing that kind of painting and studying the atmosphere and try to read that light.
You are
And
so
it wakes
right.
it up. It helps.
You are so right. What is your theme? What are your themes? Would you say? How would you describe your art?
Well, I guess I'm drawn to boats. I mean, as
I
kids,
noticed that.
as kids, we built our own boats. We
Right.
did stuff like that. And I guess being on Bayou Life, I like capturing what that is. I like the swamps.
Yeah.
I like the Bayou Life. And I guess I moved to, you start moving things to cottages. You start spreading out, and doing different
Your
things.
repertoire, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And I do dabble in portraiture. But
Oh, nice.
Not as much, but I do
Gotcha.
enjoy that challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
And
It's-
I love
it's
the
a study.
way your bayou paintings, they just capture the light on the water so well. Really,
Thank you.
a masterful. I would say it had to be
Thank you.
at that level. Well, thank you, David,
Yeah.
for coming with us, for being with us today, and we appreciate all that you do
Yeah.
for the guild as well.
Yeah, and the guild really, that's really helped. You learn new people and you talk about your ideas and stuff like that, what goes on. So it's really helped to be here too,
We all support each other
Yeah,
here.
it is.
So it's,
Very
it's
supportive.
a really good supportive atmosphere here, and we appreciate everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you.